Hello and welcome into another video. My name is King Alexander, for those of you that may not know, and I've built a community working on learning and growing, so a lot of my content is focused a lot on kind of talking through my thought process and reviewing where some of my mistakes were and how I can continue to improve myself, and hopefully that helps not only me improve, but it helps the viewers improve as well. And I've always felt like the best way to translate that over to the YouTube scene is kind of just through VODs, so I'll be submitting some VODs here. For you guys to watch through, kind of see my live play-by-play thought process, kind of see my post-game reviews and how I feel about the teams that I was running, and hopefully it translates over just as well to bring that same kind of content and growth to the YouTube community. I'll also be looking to do some shoutcasting content here in the next few weeks, so if you guys are more interested in something along those lines, keep an eye out for those and make sure to interact with those to let me know which ones are better. I'm always open to some good constructive criticism, but I hope you guys enjoy the battle, and I'll see you afterwards. Yeah, triple Dust Audino Day would be amazing. I would be all here for it. That would probably be the most I would ever grind an event. Okay. See if they respect this, and then we're going to pivot into Ape. They're probably going to shield, but that's okay. I can tank a Scald on the Ape. Let this go. The huge County Park you cycle to as an Audino nest? That's awesome. They do get the immediate Scald drop. Oh, good catch. But this is fine. This is realistically the harder hitting move we would have thrown at Guzzlord anyway. And we're happy to see the Guzzlord come out now. We are debuffed, which does make this, you know, a little bit worse of a matchup for us. But they're going to throw energy. That's fine. We let this go. Wing attacks plus... Yeah, wing attacks plus Feather Dance should do enough here. You had triple Dust Audino for Weather Week? That's fantastic. What's up, Jody? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Alright, I think I'm getting a little bit smoked here by Guzzlord Tentacruel. They do no shield, which is fine. 3. Now they throw energy. I let this go. Come in and get a Volt Switch. Recognize that we're up a shield and we need Ampharos to sweep. If they have a ground type in back, fair enough. They don't reach another move here, so we take a little bit of chip for 2 Volt Switches. That's a nice trade for us. Do they just Acid Spray me here? I think I have to respect it, but it's probably Acid Spray. Yeah. Unfortunate. Maybe their Backmon is weak to Ampharos? It is very weak to Ampharos. Okay, this is fine. Actually, I think we might be able to win this. I don't know, is this Hoff? I was absolutely not paying attention. I died to a poison jab because I shielded or because of the Acid Spray. That sucks. We got the double moves, but it doesn't end up mattering. Yeah. Shoot. WinCon was a deny, yeah. I don't think that we can ever throw another Thunder Punch, right? Because then we just let another counter come through. I shielded the Acid Spray, and I mean, that was the only move that ended up being thrown. Scald, Acid Spray, and a couple of Dragon Claws. So that's one I think we just kind of did what we could, and unfortunately we couldn't get through them after the Acid Spray debuff, right? And maybe if I would have saved something to reset a debuff later on, that would have been good for us, but... Thank you for the shout out to Matt. We also have Grace Under Fiero hanging out if we can get a shout out to him after Mass clears as well. Okay, so the Dirge is fine. I want to say that Sneak KOs. I'm going to give up a shield. You lose if they didn't give you 2 free counters before swapping. I don't think they could swap was the issue. I think that they were still switch locked. You're all good, Grace Sort of here. We all take little bits of breaks. And Cool Stars, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Great to see you, and thank you so much for the raid. Alright, we eat the Breaking Swipe. They do get the debuff, but that's okay. Yeah, it definitely looked weird, but I think the reason it looked weird is they wanted to get out without giving me more moves, but their timer wasn't up. They do get to another Breaking Swipe. A little unfortunate. They played really well with the CMP tie there, giving themselves as much energy as possible. Oh wow, it's a Thunderbolt. Man, that thing had a lot of energy. They do go down to a counter on the Skeledirge. What's your third here? Something else weak to fighting, probably? Oh. Stop. Beautiful. They don't get to a move here, so we just get to farm all the way through. Us having Pidgeot saved for their Chestnut was fantastic for us. I'm a little surprised that they, I guess, what do they really do differently? We had Switch 1 when we were able to Brave Bird the Skeledirge. I guess not switching to the Skeledirge right away gives them, like, catch potential. But even then, I think the wing attacks are just too much for the Chestnut. They needed to make sure that they got rid of the Pidgeot, and they weren't able to. Chestnut's a wild thing to run at Open Ultra. Absolutely. It's a fun pick. I like it, you know, as like a bit of a Spice Mon. But I don't know that it's the highest value climbing Mon right now. Could be. Then we can all run XL Basti and Masters to wall Lugias, you know? That's an option that people have. Okay, so we see another Poliwrath lead. Them staying is kind of interesting, right? Because this is a pretty good lead for us. My entire team does well into the Poliwrath, and they shield. I think I get outpaced to the next Icy Wind, but I still survive it. I can grab both shields or switch advantage. I'm gonna let this go, and then I'm gonna Brave Bird. I suppose Scald might be enough to KO me from here. They do just Icy Wind again. We Brave Bird. Let's be spicy and run Ice Punch level 50 Hitmonchan, you know? We could do it. Alright, so we get switch advantage. And it's a Charizard. And it's a Registeel. Opponent was like ABA weak to my entire team. They do get the attack drop, but I don't think that really matters. The way Basti beats Master League Lugia, you gotta love to see it, I guess. I will say that's probably the best Basti content you could get. I think I have seen it in Great League, or in Ultra League as well. Tyler may have finally found a way to convince King O to build Bastiodon, you know? If there's ever a way to get me to build Basti, that would be it. Alright, we give up our first shield here, because I don't believe we would survive a full force blast burn from this. So we don't go for the 2-shield flex, we'll just take the win. Why are they still here? They were hoping I was going to 2-shield flex. They wanted to get my shield. Okay, that's a huge 4-1. So this is exactly what kind of we were hoping for, right? Lots of Ampharos play because teams are very weak to electric. I guess ABA water teams are the reason Lantern has play in it. Yeah, absolutely. That's the main reason that Scruffy was very very sold on us running the Ampharos here. So they're dry. This is fine. So what we're gonna do is look for a catch here. They've been throwing immediately. I'm debuffed. If they don't throw right away, I would get to a Brave Bird. So we catch a Body Slam, double resisted. We bank some energy on the Pidgeot, and we're in a decent position. Okay, we do pull out a Giratina. What was the third last time I saw this? Jellicent? Fable and Lantern were the pair that got you to Legend. I could see it. I could see it. Tinta or A9 usually? Okay. We're letting this go still, hoping that it's a Claw and I get to another Slash. But they would bring A9 in here. We thought that last time. And unfortunately, that was not the case. Okay. So now I bird this. Let's CMP tie. Bird this, let the Dragon Claw go, and then pivot. Assuming I live the Dragon Claw, but I don't know that we do. We just let this go. I think that's fine. Yep, Ampharos sweep. Okay, I do have to shield once here, just because I don't want to take too much chip. We'll do 2 and then throw Brutal Swing. That way we have a little bit of an energy lead. Oh, okay. They had a lot more energy than I realized. We can throw just before they reach a move since they swapped. We've got a lot of energy here on the Ampharos. They have 1 shield left. We have 1 shield left. If they come back in Tina, I do 2 and then throw the Brutal Swing. This is what? It's a counter user in back. It's Poliwrath. We need it to not be Poliwrath because I think Poliwrath just counters me down. It's Tentacruel. I don't think we get this one. Yeah, this doesn't KO from here. Unfortunate. Ampharos just not quite having the damage output or the bulk to get through all of the 3 Mons, unfortunately. We would have needed 1 more Thunder Punch there to have grabbed a shield a little bit sooner. Even if we have Zap there, I think we just don't reach the Zap. That's a little unfortunate. As always, a big thank you to everyone who stuck through to the end of the video. I greatly appreciate it. I will say, while this team was very successful for me in the Ultra League for a little while, I did start to run into some significant core breakers. Most steel types in the lead were pretty difficult for Ampharos and Pidgeot to handle. So it did become a little bit tricky, and there were some games that became just not very winnable. And the more often you see those, the less likely the team is to work for you. So it does depend very much on what you're seeing at your elo range. But the team is a lot of fun and definitely worth giving a shot if you aren't seeing a lot of those steel types in the lead. But as always, I hope you guys greatly enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys keep an eye out for the next one. Take care and see you in the next video.